Make sure you have your pen and lined paper so you can practice writing what you're learning here. Make sure you have covered all the previous letters before moving on to this lesson. And this is our alphabet, just as a reminder. So the letter Sad is pronounced deeper in the mouth than the letter Sin. So this is here Sin. It's like the S of Sam. And this is Sad. It's a deeper S. And again, if you're writing it, your line is right here. Let's draw the line. There it is. And if you're writing the letter, you're going to, let's take maybe this deep blue. You start here. You make your oval. You make that little stick here. Then you go under the line and back up. So let's see how to write the letter Sad. So let's say we have Alif, Ba with a dot. Jim would be like this, right? Ha and Ha are the same. Dal would be like that. Zal the same way. And then Ra and Zay would be the same with the dot. And then Sin and Sheen would have this body shape. Sheen would have 3 dots. Sad would be like this. So you start here, you make an oval shape, and then you have a little stick here, and then you go under the line and back up. Okay? That's how you write the letter Sad. And if you have 3 letters Sad in a row, you are going to make sure the first and the middle one do not have this dip under the line and back up that the Sad has when it's on its own or at the end of the word, because it takes its full shape. Beginning and middle shapes are shortened. So this is Sad, 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 3 in a row with no vowels. It would sound like this, so, so, so. Let's read with short vowels. How would you read this? Yes, sa, 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 sa. And what is this? Yes, so, 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 so. And this is, yes, si, 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 si. And this is sa, so, si, sa, so, si. Remember, you can always pause the video, try to read, and then listen and repeat, or read after me. Now we're reading with long vowels. Can you read this? Yes. Sa, so, si. Sa, so, si. And what is this? Yes. Sa, si, so. Notice how the long E here, because it's not in final position, is written like this, like a ba with 2 dots under. And now let's try to read these words. Sad, Sayyad. So Sad is the name of the letter Sad. It also means to hunt. Sayyad is a hunter. And you can use this word to say someone who hunts fish, which is a fisherman, by adding the word samak, Sayyad samak. You specify what kind of hunter he is. And then we have sarsor. Notice how the short vowels and long vowels sound deeper around these deep consonants, like sad here. Surah with the sad, right? If we had a sin here, we would say surah with a sin. But this is sad, surah, which means a picture. By the way, sarsur means a roach, a cockroach. Surah is a picture. Sabah is morning. You probably heard the expression صباح الخير. Now you know how to write the first part of it, صباح. And then the last word is صاحب, which means owner or very close friend. صاحب. He's almost your owner. Now we're going to read some words with the letter sin up here, and then some words with the letter sad down here. These are vertically here minimal pairs, okay? So let's read this first. ساد باس أسير صاد باص أصير. Do you see how the vowels sound deeper down here? That's because your tongue is in position making the letter sad. Your tongue is deeper in the mouth and it does not have time to go to the front, for example here for the del. So the vowel is pronounced deeper in the mouth. Okay, and the same thing will happen anytime you have a deep letter like this. The vowels will be affected. And in fact, it's very hard to differentiate the consonants without the vowels. The vowels will be your clue to the existence of a deep letter in a word. Let's read them top to bottom now. ساد صاد باس باص أسير أصير. And the depth of the consonant makes a difference in meaning, so be careful. Sad is to be sovereign. Sad is to fish or to hunt. Bas is to kiss. Bas is the foreign word bus, like autobus. Asir is I walk or a prisoner, and asir means I become. Moving on to another pair. This is the D that we've already seen, Dal, like the D of David, and this is Dad, a deeper D. And as you can see, Dad is written just like a sad with a dot on top. Dot, dot, dot. And can you read this? Yes. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. And this, do, do, do. Do, do, do. How about this? Yes. Di, di, di. Di, di, di. So it's not di, di, di. It's di, di, di. And this is da, do, di. Da, do, di. Long vowels now. Da, do, di. Notice how there's a break here and a break here because alif and waw never connect with the next letter. They are, as we previously said, unfriendly letters. And here we have only one break. Let's see why. Let's read first. Da, di, do. Why is there only one break? Well, that's because there is one break after the alif. Alif never connects with the next letter, but the vowel here, the middle vowel, is a long E. The long E is a connector, and the long U is in final position here. So that's why we do not have a second break here. And let's read some words. Bayd, which means eggs. Akhdar means green. Khudra, vegetables or greenery. Riyada, sports. Darba, a strike, like hitting someone. Dariba is a tax. Notice, darba is a strike and dariba is a tax. So you get stricken by a tax. They hit you with a tax. Interesting, isn't it? And let's read some words with dal and dad. The first row has the letter dal Dal is the name of the letter Dal. Darb means a road or a path or a street. Riyada is leadership. Dal means lost. Darb means striking or hitting. Riyada is a sport. And this is the text we're going to be able to read at the end of this course. Let's look at it with vowels. And let's see if we can find some sads and dads in this text. Anything in this line here? We have a sin here, but we don't have a sad or a dad. How about here? Line number 2. Aha, we found one, right? Right here. Sad with a short E. Si. And then line 3. We have a sin here. Another sin here, but no sad or dad. Okay, line 4. Again, we have a sin here, su, and sa with a long A. No sad or dad. And line 5, none of those. No sad or dad either. Okay, that's the end of our lesson. Make sure to continue to study and make sure to practice the conversation piece that goes with this course. And subscribe and share with all your friends.